what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be polishing my new header that I actually received. I didn't receive, but I picked up in LA. Well, it was a 2-hour drive, and yeah, we're gonna polish that up. But before I show you guys which header I bought, this is my current one that I'm using. Most of you guys know that I'm using the 1320 header, and the cool thing about this is it does have a spot. Well, it has a bung welder, so you could use a wideband and a O2 sensor. So that's one reason why I bought this header. But I kind of want to change it up because I'm actually working on changing up the whole engine bay. And one is I got rid of my big fuel filter, so I'm using this Peripherals right here. Looks a lot cleaner. My new valve cover, well, my old valve cover, the red one, is actually has been up in Washington because my friend Cooper, he's redoing it, and he should be shipping it out to me sometime this week, and it's already done. The color is very, very similar, but it's gloss. I'll show you guys when I get it in the mail and when we slap it all up. But yeah, I'm currently using this, and I think most likely by this time I post up this video, this will already be sold, so don't hit me up about it. And yeah, so I'm trying to clean up the engine bay a lot more. So the header, just one of those things where it just kind of got used. That's all I can really say. And there's been oil and stuff on it. And the new header that I picked up is right here. Oh, it looks very similar, because it does look very similar, minus the runners down here. This is a Fields Honda twin cam header. Most of you guys that are really into Hondas or know about Fields, this is pretty much a Japanese brand, and yeah, I can't believe I bought it. It was fairly cheap for what it's worth. They do kind of go for a lot depending on the condition, and the condition of this one, very, very clean. There's no dents, nothing. There's no dents. It has a small little scuff right here, but besides that, none of the runners or anything are dented. And most of the time, I found these, or every time I run across these, they're always dented, so the value on them does go down a lot because of that. But easily, if I had to give you guys a quick price on these, they could range from 500 to 1,000, and depending on like I said, depending on the condition of them. And it looks like it flows a lot better than my 1320, because the 1321, it all goes into giant one, and I don't know, whatever. This is how I got the header in this current state, and this is what I got it to after probably 5 minutes of polishing using a Milwaukee drill with a mother's little Powerball thing. Well, not a Powerball, it's the cone, the power cone, and of course using mother's polish. Yo, why is this camera not focused? This is the polish I'm using, mother's Magna Lumen polish. They have other brands, I think it's called Blue Magic or something like that, where it's a cloth, but every time I polish something, even my exhaust, I only use mother's Magna Lumen, because for some reason this works so well, and it gets really, really wet. So the wetter this thing gets on when you're buffing it out or polishing it, the shinier it gets, or the faster it works compared to the Blue Magic. I think it's Blue Magic, I forgot. I'll post up a photo right here, this one. I just have really, really good experience with this, and I've never had any issues. And check this out. This is a Spoon Street muffler for a DC2. This is not my muffler, this is Lee's, the one with the Integra, and I'm gonna be polishing this up for him also. This is a Gen 1. So yeah, Spoon Street. This needs a little bit of love, but honestly, it's not that much work, and they already polished this. Oh, there's my new camera, the G7X. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a video of me polishing this too, if you guys want to see. But it's very, very easy. You can get really technical or crazy with polishing, but for me, I mean, the car's not a show car. I just want to polish it so it looks a lot better. So for example, this, like I said, this is how I got it. It's nice and golden, and this is after I polish it. On camera you can't really see, but the polish looks a lot, well, it looks a lot better than this, of course, but there are little specks of little oil stains or whatever, and you can remove all that if you just get some sandpaper and sand it. But sanding a header down it does take a while because you have to start off with a high grit, then go very, very low. And the higher the grit you go, like 2000, the easier it is to polish and a lot more cleaner. But this right here will work. And luckily this header doesn't really have like crazy oil stains on it. I think this header has been well taken care of, especially like there's no dents or nothing and no cracks. But if your header is very clean like this, like that right there, I think that's oil stain, but that could easily come off with the polish. But if it's very, very clean and not like dust or anything like stuck on it, when you polish it, you could easily just go over the header with mother's polish or any type of polish you're using, and it will come out like this. So this right here will easily turn to this, and that's me not sanding it or anything, just using this with a power cone or power ball. Very, very easy. So all I do really is, well, rest it somewhere, grab the cone, dip this shit, just like that, okay? Yeah, that's kind of a lot, but what you do is you dab it, dab it, and then you literally just, you drag this across power ball, because the thing is, if you do it when it's like globbed up like that, it's gonna fling everywhere. Especially if you run this power ball or power cone across this when you're like using it, it's gonna fling it all over wherever you're working on. So it's like that. And then I start off slow so I can rub it in. It's like polishing or waxing a car. And then you hit it up real quick, max it out. Hold on, it's hard with one hand. Okay, and then you just slowly like work your way down. Don't rush it, don't like go like this and that. Just focus on one spot, then slowly move the cone. Move it down. Okay, like when it comes out wet like that, that means it's working really well. Oh shit, I'm flinging shit. Okay, this is really hard with one hand. What you're gonna do, just, it doesn't matter how clean your rag is, just use a dirty ass rag, because your rag does get pretty beat up. Wipe it down. Bam. So this is literally one pass. This is like 3 passes. You can see the reflection is a lot better. You can see me more like clearly. This one's still kind of hazy. So all you have to do is just keep going at it. And just a heads up, getting behind it is extremely difficult, okay? So what I do is, like, I'm not no perfectionist on like polishing a header, because this is kind of like get brown again, or bronze. I polish where you only see it. So when you open the engine bay or open the hood and show your friends, you mainly want to just like focus on like what you see. So you'll see the runners, of course, and you see down here. Everything down here, you're not gonna see it. And I know most people get crazy and polish the whole thing, but I don't really like care about that, because you're not gonna see this. Like, no one's gonna see that besides you when you install it. So I'm just gonna do up to down here and cut off. That's it. I'm not even gonna polish the rest of that, because like I said, there's no point. No one's even gonna see that. Like, literally, like, look at the engine bay. You don't see anything past that. Well, minus the runners a little bit, but yeah. Damn, does that look so good in here? I can't wait to polish up the badge. It's gonna come out so much better.
The lights in here are blinding me. I can't see clearly anymore. I have no fear how this will end. No, nothing scares me anymore. If we never see tomorrow, babe. If we never make it through today. If we never...
Okay, so this one has been hit with 2 passes. This has been hit with 3. If I do another one, it'll look like this. But on camera, they look the same. This one's still slightly hazy, but yep. But if you do sand it with 2000 grit, you can get rid of all the haziness, like all of it, but you don't really notice it. And yep, now I'm just working my way down, and yeah, very, very easy. Just get in between the cracks. I just want to see what that looks like polished. Ooh, can't wait. My camera's about to die, so I had to charge it, but I just did the 3rd pass on this one. Wow. Swipe it down. So these 2 are 3 passes. This is 4 passes, but honestly, I am happy with 3. And in here, right here, I can't get it unless I use my hand to polish it, so I'll probably do that after. Focus on that later, but yeah, what do you guys think? This is how it originally looked like, and this is right after. So if you have a really clean header, like I said, like no oil stains or like no crazy like stuff that got like melted on, it's very easy to polish your header. It's not hard, it's very easy. But if you have a lot of stuff on it, then you're gonna have a hard time, and it's gonna take a little bit longer. But yeah, so yeah, these are just 3 passes. I really highly recommend using a very powerful drill. This is an impact, but the thing is, I don't know how fast it spins, but the faster it spins, the better it is. And also a quick tip on these cones, a lot of people throw them away after they use it, or they let it sit and it gets hard. What you do is spray it down with a hose very thoroughly, so there's no compound left in it, so it doesn't get hard. I reuse this probably like 4 or 5 times now. I just wash and it's been great. It's just the foam stuff, like they break after like some time, or like they start tearing, but so far it's been good. But you can kind of see that it's tearing a little bit. But yeah, wow, come out really nice. Cannot wait to put this in the car. And if you want to maintain it, what you could do, just put compound on it, or just polish it by hand, be like a month or something, and it'll remain like this, depending on like how much you drive your car. But yep, I can't get in here, see? It's okay, only the stuff you can see. I'm gonna do this last one and I'll show you guys the finished result. But yeah, woo. Make sure you don't work that compound or that polish in. Oh yeah, I forgot to know, I don't know if you guys remember, there was like stains right here, but then when I like polished it out, it went away. There's still little small specks, but you don't really see it. But before it was like that. You can see that? Yeah, before it was like that, but now it's like pretty much like completely gone. Minus that small little speck. But yeah, and did one quick pass on this. The first pass, it brings it out a little bit, but the more you do, the shinier it gets. So I could do like 15 or 20 of them on this and become like a mirror, but it does get to a point where it hits this limit. Check that out. I started moving like the drill like up and down, just doing this to see if there's any difference, but it's the same thing as just letting it rest in one spot and slowly like gradually moving down. But whatever works for you, then do it. But this is how it's working for me, and I've only probably put like 40 minutes into this. I didn't even put an hour yet. This is the last wipe. Now you can wipe everything off like all the other 4, because it does kind of fling everywhere. Now, like I said, I mainly focused up here and pretty much top half, because that's what you see. Everything else is just like whatever now. So, yep, you only see what you see. Alright, so let's bring this on over. So that right here is gonna replace that 1320. Oh, I might do a little bit down here, but yep. So that is the quick and easy way to polish your header if you are ever like interested on doing it. And yep, so hopefully you guys enjoy this video and learn something from it. Very easy, it's not hard. You can polish whatever you want. You can even polish your valve cover this way. So that is the end of this video. So don't listen to others, just keep building and keep on building. So yeah.